welcome to this Pick a Pile New Moon in Aries reading. It is a great time for the new moon in Aries to start something really great. So we have three pick a piles, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. So if you like to pause the video to decide which one that you're going to go for, pile 1, pile 2 or pile 3. I'll tell you what, I'll make it a little bit easier for you. I'm going to turn out this card. This is for pile 1, the calcite. Pile 2 is opal, and pile 3 is apple for light. Very hard to say that. Okay, so now you can choose which crystal you want, perhaps, to make things easier. So, if you chose pile 1, okay, pile 1 today, you chose the calcite, a lovely sunny colour for yourself to start the new moon in Aries. A great time. It says busy times and multitasking, so that's probably one of the things that you've been doing of late. So with the new moon in Aries, you have the world. The world is a great card for you to embrace, because it just means that you've gone through that worldly process and a soul journey. So anything that is new now is going to start with so much more knowledge and so much understanding of your situation. So anything is possible. Now the artist who drew this card has given a little baby cub here. Now this cub comes from Cecil. Remember Cecil, the lion who was shot? This is his baby here. So anything is possible. So you have the new moon in Aries, so you can start again. Anything that you guys want to start again, this is absolutely possible. Okay, so that's one of your cards. Also, you have the Knight of Swords. So remembering the Knight of Swords is a great time for mental clarity. Not remembering things from the past and owning who you are in a thought understanding process. So remembering your soul journey of the world, you can now think and understand how that's going to move forward. So for you, really move through the rest of April into May and beyond in a thoughtful, communicative way. Really communicate to yourself. Maybe journal what you are thinking, because remember, you've been through this wonderful process of the world and you've seen a thing or two. Right, moving on. What else? So you're coming across as the Queen of Wands. This is a great time to embrace all these cards here. So the calcite with the fire, the yellow, the determination, and the Knight of Swords, which is the intelligent with the yellow. You now have this passion with humour moving forward. So the Queen of Wands is a very yin aspect of moving forward in anything that you want. So you can face the challenge. You've got the understanding of the challenge, but you've got the experience of the challenge. So if your soul is a very old soul, adapt that, really tap into that intuitive side. And this is a newness, great cards for this new moon, because Aries is the Queen of Wands. So you've also got miracles and blessings as your healing card. So everything has its gift. So being grateful for everything in life is going to bring fresh ideas. You see the autumn leaves coming down. You can let go of that now, because this is the new you. Remember, this is the new you. So anything is a blessing and everything is a miracle within itself. You've also got another tarot card here of suspension. Another really orange yellow card. The suspension in amber from the tree is a very rich. You have the insect of transformation. So you will understand, especially from this world card, that your suspension is for your highest good. So even though you think you're waiting, you're actually not. you can really set sail. You can really be in charge of who you are, because you are the Queen of Wands. And with the Knight of Swords here, you can put into action all the communication that you do want. So this suspension isn't waiting at all. It's preparing your new spiritual understanding of how you're going to go on for the rest of the year. This is great news indeed. And paying attention to your sacral chakra, your passion in life, that teams up very nice with the Queen of Wands, doesn't it? You've also got the Feast of Plenty. Wow, you guys have picked the right pile. You have choices and consequences. So, yes, we all know there is karmic aspects in here. So, the Feast of Plenty is sow what you want now and then reap what you've sown. So, this is why it's called the Feast of Plenty. So, as a queen, you can just do what you want within reason, guys, within reason, and really put passion into that. And what you'd start now in this new moon, I'm going to have a new relationship, I'm having a new career, I'm just having a new me where I don't do anything. That's fine, it's your choice. What else is going on for you guys? Repairing the veil. So sometimes with this veilness, it is about forgiveness. And remember, guys, you have been through the world scenario where everything has finished. A cycle has absolutely finished. So here with the world, you can see that you have everything in your power to repair and move on. So that veil of maybe not understanding yourself or what you want has now stopped. You're creating your own beautiful world. And this is why perhaps you have had that Feast of Plenty. So you can go forward and move that into a much understanding aspect of yourself. Now then, the last two tarot is the Thunderbolt. So change for you guys is definitely here. Maybe with this repairing of the veil from this tumbling tower, you can understand that your spiritual journey is definitely on its way. And maybe repairing past issues. Maybe you've had a relationship go wrong or a career go wrong, and now it's time for a complete change. So this is why you've got the Knight of Swords to rethink, go into the future and be like the Queen of Wands and put passion within that. You also have no thingness. So just like the Knight of Swords is perhaps all over the place with the mind, this is telling you to relax the mind and be in tune with your inner self. Don't put thought, don't put too much emotion in it, just know. So it is an all-knowingness, especially because you've got the world. You know all this, you've been through that journey. So repeating it all again, but with wisdom. And your Moonology card for the new moon in Aries is a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So this is a great card for you. It just means that whatever you do choose is balanced out between heart, body, mind and soul, because you've actually got that experience. So everything that you do turn to will definitely come about. There is a significant change. You're healing from the past. What you are sowing is going to come out really great. You have the world. You have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and you're just waiting for that perfect opportunity to really benefit from all that you need. And your blessings is miracles and blessings in everything that you do. So well done, pile one. And if you do want to wear calcite or buy some calcite, that will make you very, very cheery, and that will put power, self-power and empowerment back into your life. Well done, pile one. So welcome to pile two. If you've picked pile two and you chose the opal, this is your card reading for today. So first of all, guys, you have Temperance. Pile two, this is a lovely card for you because it's a healing aspect. Your journey, your manifestation goal is in the future, but it's in the now as well. And you just have to balance things up between I can, I will, and I'm going to, or I have. All these aspects are to do with your mind and your heart. So if there is a little bit more healing to take about, then now is the time to have a look at that. We are in the new moon in Aries and it's beginning. So begin to look after yourself even more than ever before, because there is definitely change. So moving on, you have Two of Swords. So maybe, guys, you've got a decision to make. So decide really well whether you go with your heart or your mind. And again, that's putting balance back into your life. So with the Two of Swords, maybe you think, should I be doing this or should I not? So it is difficult when we have to make a decision. It really is. But when we use our intuitive side and follow our heart a little bit more, sometimes we get the right answer. And that's why sometimes with the Temperance, it is kind of about have that little bit of patience when going forward. Okay, so those are two. Now we move on to another tarot, which is the Chariot. So luckily for you, success is going to move forward quite quickly if you go in the same direction. So what direction do you want to go? Is it to not do something, or is it to go ahead and actually do it? So again, this is about balance. It's about working together with your mind and your heart. So perhaps if you're just being in a habit and you're almost like forced into a situation, then you have to take a step back and realize, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for my greater good? Because I want success. I want something that's right for me. You want to feel at home in what you actually do. So this is perhaps why you've got this card. And this is Love Makes the Difference. So when we put love and good intention into our life, then we can see that it does make a difference. So when we self-bless ourselves and love ourselves, there isn't a decision to make. It's about healing, putting ourselves first to be able to see how we can help others. If we're depressed or low, then we can't help ourselves and we can't help anyone else. And this is why it says love makes the difference. It really does. So choose love over non-love, but make sure it's with yourself. And when you honour and respect yourself, then you can choose a better partner. You can choose a better work situation. Talking of work, we have the Eight of Boons. A great card for you guys to really realise, concentrate that you do have power. You have the amazing power to work hard. Not only work hard, but make money for yourself. Make that practical situation really work. So if you are in two minds about going for a different job or going for promotion or moving, that does make something really good and practical in your life. This is a card to say you can do it. You are able to do it. So that decision is quite clear now. Right. So you've got the cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Now the cosmic womb for you guys is whatever you want to give birth to, you can, because you own the cosmic world. So what do you want to grow? What do you want to develop? Do you want to move away from a relationship and concentrate more on your career? Do you want to do vice versa? It's up to you. This is an egg of opportunity. You write your script. So the cosmic womb allows whatever it wants to come into it, just like a female allow, or maybe not, depending. Let's not go there. We allow, a male energy to enter our womb. So that's what we put into our body, into our womb to grow. So what you choose to let in your womb to grow is what you let in. So we have the skywriting. This goes really well with this card. So what are you writing? What is in your fate? Do you actually have fate? And now you can see why this decision is there. Do I have a child? Do I not have a child? Do I stay at work or not? Etc. All these little indecisions. But this is reminding you, pile 2, that skywriting and writing your world is very important. Because if you don't know where you're going, the world or the cosmic egg can't give birth to it. So you have to write your script out. What do you want in your world today? So it's important, isn't it, to actually know what perhaps you want. So, so you've got the miser here, guys. So the miser keeps to themselves what they have. So the decision not to give of yourself, I don't really want a perfect relationship, or I don't really want a relationship, I've been hurt in the past and don't really want that. So you're not sharing, you're not giving of yourself, you're not giving yourself the opportunity. So we do need that opportunity. So allow that richness of yourself to be shared with other people. You are that richness. So if you're going to put in your egg, well, doubt, no one will love me, I can't get a perfect relationship, that's what you're going to grow and develop. Remember, you're writing a new script. You're the director of your life. You're the producer of your life. Don't hold on to the old ways. Okay. Postponement. So, it's almost like waiting, isn't it? So if something is postponed, it means it's not developed. So really think clearly what script you are writing for yourself. So this is very important, isn't it? Write what you want, make the decision. Soon as you've made the decision of what you're going to grow in your cosmic womb or cosmic egg, you will be able to have that. So really go with the feelings, really go with what you can grow, and then it'll come. And your last card is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Let's all sigh about that. Full moon in Capricorn. Well, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Capricorn moon, for doing that, because we are in the new energy of Aries. So guys, remember, your tough cycle is finishing. If you wear opal, it's a very watery, beautiful, delicate stone. So if you want to use opal as your totem stone for the next month, that's brilliant. Do that. It's a lovely stone for you to have. So thank you, pile 2. So just remember, making decisions can be difficult, but it's what you're growing. And if you're holding on to past experiences where they've been negative, and you're believing that is going to get all what you're going to get, that's what you're putting in your cosmic woo. So rewrite the script, make the decision to have a better, positive way in life. Job done. Thanks for listening. So now we go on to pile 3. So pile 3, how are you doing? So if you chose pile 3, the first card is the star. What a wonderful start to pile 3 is the star. So that's all about hope. It's all about faith and putting this delicate stage into our life. Everything is but a twinkling star. It can be there for a long, long time, or just very short. So we have to nourish our dream. If we suddenly have an inkling of, wouldn't it be great to have that? We have to really nourish it. Put love into the circumstance. See peace in our life when we actually do that. So what dream, what hope are you having for the new moon in Aries? So everything is new and bright and delicate. So kind of embrace that on a big, big scale. Everything is new, bright and hopeful. You have the Hierophant in your reading here. So the Hierophant is connecting to the cosmic, to the star perhaps. So this is about your spiritual soul, connecting to your wish, dream, hopes. So if you think maybe, well, where is my spirituality? What's it doing? Where's it guiding me? I don't know what's going on. maybe you need one of those spiritual teachers. So just hoping that things, your direction is going towards that, it is here for you. So if you do hope for a better connection as well with a certain person or a certain situation, that's going to happen also. Now, moving on, you have the Ten of Wands, guys. This means that moving forward in this Aries new energy, things could become quite tough. So, or you may have just felt that energy now. So, even feeling suppressed, keep on, because this is very close to a new energy. So this is where you get stronger and stronger. Having had the suppression, the hard work, now connecting to something a lot better is definitely for you guys, definitely. So keep that up. Now then, all these cards. So for you, you have love who you are. So maybe that you wish or maybe you desire to kind of live a life that's completely different and not in your nature. This is why it's saying love who you are. Being willing to love yourself, be willing to accept everything, but not in a harsh way. We don't mean to work hard all the time, every day, bang, 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 that's so hard. Loving yourself and accepting is being a little bit more gentle to connect to some energy that is going to start refreshed as who you are. So maybe you look in the mirror and you don't like something. We change every day. And if we're not willing to accept who we are and our situation just a little bit more, we don't have the energy to move on. And this is why perhaps you've got the wish card, the star card. So there is hope at the end of the day, or even at the beginning. So where are we going now? Right, next tarot card is sunlight. This is a wonderful card for you because it means, as well as a star, you've got the sun. You've got everything. The sun is that sunlight, that creativity. So that's why you have to love who you are, because if you don't, this creativity is just going to bring more negativity. So this is why it's saying here, connect to who you are for a better, shinier future. So the sun does highlight areas that you need looking at. So that's good, because if there's something within your personality trait that's making you feel suppressed, then we can change it, because the 10 becomes a 1, and that's the new beginnings. And that's what the new moon in Aries is all about, the new beginnings. So this is what you're wishing for and hoping for, and connecting to that energy in a bigger way. Stars in the sky. So you have the star, and now you have stars in the sky. So this might remind you of the limitless possibilities, but it also might be your map of who you are. Check your natal birth chart out and see where you were born and what planets were there, and see what's changing ever so subtly day by day. So the stars in the sky are reminding you that you are being looked after. There's a way, there's a map for you, and you're so important. You are that shining star, just as everyone else is. So the way you move and interact with other stars is important. So who can you come across that you both shine with? And that's what the Hierophant is all about too. It's two stars connecting to make a better picture. So for you, connecting to a special person is by accepting yourself and really shining that energy onto each other. Okay, does that make sense? And you've also got horned cactus. It's all about resourcefulness. The cactus is extremely strong. It lives a long time and in a very hostile environment. And this is perhaps why you've had that sun, the sunlight. So even though you might feel a little bit suppressed with the 10 of Wands, this is very important to still have that energy and sunlight, because sometimes cactuses are poisonous. They've got prickles on, it's very hard, it's very difficult. So this is perhaps why you're really hoping that things will change. Definitely, if you've got the Ten of Wands there, definitely. So cactuses are quite clever as well. They are beautiful when they flower, and that is very rare, the delicate flower in a very harsh environment. So the nourishment that a cacti gives to itself is important, and this is a horned cactus. So it's telling you, even though life is difficult, you can still fight back. Okay? So you can be in charge of who you are in a bigger way than ever before. And you've got silence in the moon. So you've got stars, moon, and sun. Wow, very cosmic. So the silence of the moon is saying your emotional state sometimes is silent, but sometimes it can be in that hostile environment. And maybe this is a time to be silent, but it's also a time to meditate, to reflect back on. If you have this Hierophant here as a spiritual teacher, then both these cards are very inward, very yin. You can go inward to know your power of who you are. So in silence, connect to a spirituality that will help you in many, many ways. Okay, what was this one? The stars in the sky. Yep. And also you have comparison. So maybe you are comparing too much to everybody else. Your friend, your mother, your dad, people you sit with at work or school, university, whatever. We all compare in little ways, but we each hold our strength. We are each, as I said here, you're a very valuable star here. You exist. You are important. Know that. It's very difficult sometimes to be born in the right circumstance. You're important. Know it. After all, remember, love who you are. So over here, by comparing yourself to other situations and judging harshly is absolutely no good. This is a traditional card of walking away. So that whole idea, that whole concept needs to be refreshed. So this hope now is all about you have everything you ever wanted within you right now. So nourish that thought and love yourself with enthusiasm. The energy is gaining momentum and you have the waxing moon. This means that who you are, who you want to be, is definitely 100% here. Okay, things are tough, right? We've got the cactus, we've got the Ten of Wands, very, very tough indeed. But if you connect in your inner you and really know, nobody can see the inner you, can they? So that aspect, you can shine within. You love yourself wholly. So this is what's really the truth. Don't compare yourself to every other situation. Who cares? Who cares about those opinions? The energy is gaining such a force that your 10 is going to become a 1. Now, if you have the apophyllite, this is a lovely stone for you to grasp in the next coming month. So your new you is definitely here. The new moon in Aries is about starting, beginning. So start to really believe in yourself, hope for the best, know that actually the best is there, even though it's difficult. If life was easy all the time, wouldn't it be boring? We like the challenges. So refresh, press the refresh, start again. Really learn how to accept and love yourself wholly. So thank you for listening, guys. Lots of love to you. I'll see you in the full moon.